Alright, we have ourselves yet another tower match because we are insatiable today. Let's go ahead and fire up. Oh my god. OBS, please. Doesn't want to let me jump over to here. We are insatiable today, though. We've got Viadia versus Pop coming up here on Polestar.
You're so good. The heck.
It's like I've done this a time or two before. We got the entirety of all of the wage thieves, all the time thieves, chilling in UPL right now. Able to yap about this game or any other game that they got going on, but on the recording, the only thing we got is right here, tower match, the most important part of it. Now, I can't go out and check and see which tier they're fighting for right now, but I do believe this is like the third from the bottom, maybe? Viadia has been kind of bouncing around the tower a whole bunch because they're in the middle of changing their race. They play Protoss and Zerg now, and you never know what you're gonna get. Like a box of chocolates, only in this case it's a box of whoop-ass that Viadia is going to bring out on you. Pop, on the other hand, I haven't seen a whole lot of him since the USL qualifiers, but he was real close to getting in. The problem is, Pop ran into a certain neurasthenia, got afflicted with it, and sure as hell wasn't able to perform with that. We got ourselves a 9-pull coming out of Viadia. The second build you learn as Zerg, the first one, of course, being the 4-pool. But I do love this. We're gonna have to see, do we get, what are we doing here? We're not getting the 9th drone, we're going straight to Overlord. Okay. Usually I like to do a extractor trick here and get us up to, 10 drones. The timing just works out. But you know, there's a lot of variations, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat, and there's a lot of ways to kill a Terran. Alright, we are crossbows here though, so we're gonna have to see how this plays out. Like, looking over right now, making sure that they all deafen. Yeah, no one's listening to me. But even more than is usual. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a little bit of drone wasting here because this drone's actually coming out, checking the cross spawn. Viadia sending drones out everywhere. Maybe I can get a proxy hatchery. I've seen Hexy do this. That's kind of crazy. 6-lings coming out now. We have not seen it yet as Terran. So unless we mention...
No. No, sorry, I was just agreeing with you. We haven't seen it.
Yeah. Unless we manage to get a SCV to run into these Zerglings like right now, we're gonna have to hold the ramp, but this is gonna get just completely run over Pop, I think.
I think you're right. We just missed seeing it with the SCV. He did go to cross spawn, but I think he was a little too late. Now he might see...
No, the trailing vision
missed
doesn't
that
catch.
too.
Oh my lord.
Womp
So this is the
womp.
first time we're gonna see it, and it's just an absolutely devastating attack. 8-lings on their way.
Okay. Well, that's not good.
Bunker going up. Lift off here as well. That's actually kind of rough here for Pop because if you don't get the bunker finished, if you lose the last Marine, there's nothing to put into it. Desperately holding on to this Marine, but we've got to repair now.
We got the bunker up. They're repaired.
Oh my god, all the SCVs are on the wrong side of it, but they're still able to repair with pulling the lings away. Marine is loaded up. We're going to hold on to this for a moment at least. There's a little bit of room here to poke at the SCVs on the bottom side, but oh my god, Pop is actually stabilized so far. Viadia has the natural up behind this. We're still putting some pressure on. You can barely... Okay, yeah, if we just move the links, nice micro from Viadia, starting to pressure onto the barracks now. Couple more lings coming out, but for the most part, I think we're on drone time. This is just big pressure. The Terran tax is being paid. Continuously popping in and out of the bunker. It's like a jack-in-the-box, these Marines. We're up onto third hatch.
That's the other hatch.
The big thing here is the gas hasn't finished for Viadia, so a lot of times when you're doing 9 pool, you end up going to 3 hatch because you're over mining a little bit of minerals and you've got extra, so alright, may as well get a 3rd hatch.
Oh, don't lose his barracks.
Alright. We're starting to burn again, gonna have to repair it out. SCV kill's nice. Pop is doing a really good job of being super resolute here, though. We're gonna be seeing, I think, an academy? Okay, another supply depot. I think he's gonna be ready for an academy, though. And once we get that, we can start, like, trying to prepare for a pushback.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god! Okay, he's good, he's good, he's good. Just barely.
Yeah, I really would like to see him start the academy.
Another depot. Okay, yeah, we're not going for academy. This is just pure survival instinct right now. Because if he can get medics and, like, turn that into a push across the map here... Okay, there's the academy. I think he wanted it and just had a fat finger moment. BA versus BS.
ANS pretty close together. It happens.
Yeah. Alright. We're starting on Lair, though. Both players are incredibly delayed, but this is a big advantage for our Zerg. So 9 Marines gonna try and cross the map. Now, this is actually really dangerous. Okay, he's not going out yet. Just gonna set up a bunker at the natural and try and take this.
Well, I don't know about this.
There's not that many Lings. Like, honestly, this ball of Marines can take out a lot of Lings.
They can, but if you don't have anything at home, you just get backstabbed.
Truth. Maybe that's what the bunker's here for, but we're still not going to be holding the ramp. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and take everyone back home. Very, Ooh, I like this. Pop has actually forced 2 Sunkens out. 3 Sunkens. This is a huge overreaction from Viadia.
Have we started tech yet? For Zerg?
Yeah, so we have the Lair up, but we have not started Spire or Hydra Den. We are going to be going for
There
Spire.
it is.
Very late Spire here, but one of the things that's really interesting about the 9 pool follow-up is, like, everybody's timings are thrown off, and you have no idea when you're supposed to do things. Big run in here, but there's a lot of Marines. I don't think we're going to get too much damage done. Oh, there was a lot of damage done, but it was to the Zerg player. Alright. So we're going into 3-hatch Muta. Mining out of both gases. Plenty of room to drone up.
We have eBay going yet?
Yes, eBay was going very early. That's one of the reasons why I talk about, like, the timings being all thrown off, because you have no idea when the Spire's gonna go down, or if it's gonna go down. So, like, a lot of times things end up getting put in preemptively or way too late, and Pop, on this case, is choosing to err on the side of caution.
Yeah, especially without scans. If you have a scan or two to try and get an idea of where they are, that's one thing, but without scanners, yeah, you gotta play it safe.
Pop's actually got a ton of medics right here. With the bunker, if he had a couple Marines chilling at home, he could move across the map and pressure this. But with 3 Sunkens, it's going to be a little bit rough to get in before the Muta timing.
Yeah, and his academy was a little late, so I don't know if he has got range yet.
Right. Nice pick off here, taking advantage of a little bit of bad group control. Pop's working on his +1, though. And we have factory coming down, so we are working on moving into the tech tree.
And we got the first of the muses.
7 mutas. That is more than enough to one-shot a Marine, and that is more than enough to one-shot an SCV. So we're going to have to see. I have never seen Viadia play mutas before. I'm very curious as to how the control's going to be. I like that we're going for a bit of a 2-prong thing here with the Lings at the front, but the problem is I think they're going to be a little bit too early. Okay, nice, actually backing out. Stack's a little bit loose. The 7th Muta wasn't there yet, but we're getting some damage. A lot of turrets here, though. 1 One Muta going down. No more one-shot onto the SCVs. But there's more Mutas back here, so as soon as we regroup, we'll have that one-shot up. Viadia taking their third as well. Pretty solid micro here from Viadia.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of good spots to go poke in.
Right.
Pretty good
Great.
turret setup.
Yeah, this turret coverage here for Pop is really solid, and it's not even impacting his mining much. Like,
Pretty good amount of bio. I would assume we probably have range by now.
I would assume that as well. It looked like it when he was poking at the mutas in the main. A lot of medics here too. This makes it hard to do substantial damage against this ball. Link's trying to go in, but blocked on the ramp. That was just a right-click in, too. That wasn't even an attack move. So really nice positioning here from Pop, managing to clog that ramp, stop the attack from doing anything.
Yeah, you're feeling pretty good as Terran, I think, right now.
I think that Pop is trying to make it across the map, but he's a little bit indecisive. If he goes across the map, if he finds the natural or the main right, or the third right now, we're actually building more creep colonies. But
We just scanned the main, and so we probably got an idea of kind of where we're going. I don't know if he scanned the natural, but if he's seen the sunkens, you don't have to go across the map. You just want to get out far enough to kind of keep the mutas honest, keep them out of your base.
And if you hit the third here too, that's fantastic. Now he doesn't know about the third, I don't think, but that would be.
And we do need to start looking for the third.
Right. Couple of lings floating around here, just trying to take the map some, but this is a really hard bio ball to make it in. Okay, Pop's going home. It's like, I don't know where I want to attack, man. I just take my ball and go home. We've
Might be
got,
waiting for
vessel coming up.
tanks. Yeah, we'll probably wait for 3-4 tanks and a vessel and then go.
Yeah. Ooh. This Muta's really not getting much damage here anymore. So,
Yeah.
we were on Hive Tech. We did have a Hydroden coming up. Could be going for Greater Spire, but we don't see Defiler, don't see Ultra, don't see Greater Spire. Don't necessarily know what Hive Tech we're going to be seeing Viadia go into, and because they're such a new Zerg player as well, we really don't have any patterns to fall back on in terms of assuming what they're going to be looking for this game.
At the Terran normal third location.
Second Queen's Nest? A what? Alright, picking up
Killed
some
a potential
buildings.
third, okay.
Yep. Muta's coming in from the north trying to hit this. This is a ton of Sunkens, but we've got tanks here.
Yeah, you got 3 tanks. It won't take too long.
There's really nothing to slow this down right now. Because Mutas are not
Do you
going
have
to be able
several
to assault
lurker
this.
eggs? Might be able to pick off the this bottom section here. There's not a whole lot of bio. Okay, we get 1 tank. Oh, yep.
Pretty decent split.
Bad one? Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we didn't quite get them all.
Yeah, those ones just running suicide. Oh, we're getting big damage here.
Ooh, can we get the last tank?
Nah, tank's gonna survive. Got a lot of kills just kind of stray there, but losing all of the lurkers, not able to get any push on.
Yeah, Pop's gonna go.
Needs to be careful with this lurker here, though. But his upgrades are fine. There's no range upgrade, so it's taking 3 shots to bring down a Marine. Flank over here, the tank's gonna die. Tank was also targeting an egg, not even getting in on damage.
Got some reinforcements.
Lair being built at the natural just for extra health if it comes out, and trying to stall this as much as we can. That's either a misclick or a gigantic brain. I think Pop's got it. Yeah, we're getting a GG out of this.
Yep.
Really, really well played in terms of just getting the stabilization off that 9 pool.
Yeah, good job not panicking.
Mm-hmm. I was really concerned for Pop. That looked like an absolutely lethal opener from Viadia, and then Pop just cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, I mean, that went about as good as you can ask for. SEB doesn't scout it all the way until you get to the net. Managed to get in, no SEB block at the ramp. But yeah, really, really good by Pop just right at the get-go. Throwing a bunker down, saving that last Marine, and just, like you said, managing to stabilize.
What I'm going to do here is, for this game, you're at a real nice and cozy volume. I'm going to bring you up just a little bit because my hearing's going bad.
Don't make me too loud. They want to hear you, not me.
Brother. Everybody always is like, can we please get someone who knows what they're talking about in here? And now
I don't know that that's me either.
I got someone who at least sounds pretty decent, though, and sounds confident enough to be like, yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Oh, I'm really good at sounding confident.
Waiting for next game, though. I don't think they've picked up on the map that we want to play to follow this up, unless they're doing it all through DMs. Alright, we're going to Neo Sylphid coming up. I'm not in the game, though. I'm not going to be the one who's playing against Pop. I think Viadia's got a better shot than I do.
Be curious to see how Pop wants to play this. This is a pretty good Muta map, especially depending on the spawn. Nat can be really hard to defend from Muta, so I'll be curious to see, do we go for some kind of quick port, mech, something to try and counterbalance that aspect of the map.
Yeah, this is a really hard bio map. Now, granted, it's also kind of a pain for mech, because a lot of times if you try and pressure a base, if Zerg puts it on the opposite end of the map, then it makes it really easy to counterattack. So,
Yes.
I feel like the big thing is, if Terran goes mech, it turns into a big turtle fest until they're ready for a big push.
Yeah, that's the pro and con of mech, is you do have to kind of wait, especially if they're going Hydras and you can't just do Mass Goliath. You want to make sure you get good, healthy supply, but also a nice part of it is it kind of allows you to play a little bit of single player. You don't have to worry about as much on the map until you're ready to go.
Alright, so talking about spawns, though, in theory, top spawn is best for mining. Viadia had a good split as well, so really not slowed down by it. This is probably one of the hardest spawns to get your split working out on. But this is also the most vulnerable spawn, I believe, to Mutalisks, so... And I believe that this spawn is the least vulnerable. Still a hard one to deal with, because there's no way of getting turrets behind the minerals. But if I recall correctly, I think the shape of this spawn makes it a little bit easier to defend.
I think that's right. It's still pretty rough. Like you said, you don't really have a lot of surface area behind the minerals to put any kind of turret defense up, but again, it's not game-breaking. Can make it work.
And, I realize I'm just sitting here talking about, like, making the assumption that this is going to be a, Muta play. We actually have another early pool. This is overpool from Viadia, so not having gone 12 hatch at all, so far this series, which is usually considered to be really standard against Terran.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting a little bit of a wall here, though I don't know if that's currently tight.
Well, you can't even full wall this because there's always a gap here on the left side where it's
Well,
unbuildable.
Correct. I'm talking about above the barracks.
right.
I think you can go through that.
Yeah, easily. There's, this entire gap right here is, traversable. I think there are positions you can put the supply depot. I think this right here is a perfect supply depot hole. And that should
Maybe that's what we're going for. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
No, okay, this is...
yeah, so we needed to shift everything up one, I think.
This is Swiss cheese right here. This is completely Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Alright, but we've at least got the Marine out here. Now, this drone being aggressive right away is kind of betraying the aggressive intent of these 6-lings coming across. Overpool is kind of flexible because you can go 2, 4, or 6 lings on the start. And it just depends
We
on how
missed
much...
the lings again, though.
Oh, yeah. Now, this time we're trying to block it up, but I don't think that this is even close to blocked because we have the open area on the left. I think it requires 2 SCVs to hold over here. So, if Viadia chooses to go in, they should be able to just completely run on through. And yeah, we're not even bothering to stop.
Yeah, just ignore the Marine and go in.
This is like one of those tourist traps where it's like, hey, look at the Marine, let's drive on by.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is, I think this is going to turn out much better for Viadia here. We're stopping the expansion. He just calls GG right away.
Yeah. Yeah, we needed to shift those buildings up just a little bit for that to be a better wall.
I know that a lot of people were saying that Pop basically never walls, and I feel like walling is such a map-specific thing that you've got to really kind of...
It really is. You have to practice it.
Yeah, you have to practice it. You have to memorize it. You have to do the studying.
Yeah, you at least have to have a general idea. Now, a lot of maps, they'll try to help you a little bit, so for that spawn there's actually a little doodad you can kind of see. You want to put the building up against the doodad.
Right.
But that's a shame. But it does mean we get a game 3.
It's always the exciting part of this, really. I'm looking forward to it, mostly because I just haven't seen Pop play enough. And I've always really liked the way he plays. I've always thought he's a very calm player, but I just never see him around to really, like, see the stress pile up.
Yeah, we Terrans, we hide a little bit. Zergs are scary.
Really, it's just that, you're the people that have actual jobs and lives and, like, stable,
That's true. That's true. I'd be able to play a lot more StarCraft if I didn't have a job.
jobs, families, stuff like that. All of us Zergs and Protoss, we're the degenerates.
Speak for yourself.
Going for Octagon.
All right. So, this came from Pop. And I know that there's a lot of really, like, diverse and very strong opinions on this map. Personally, I really like it as Zerg against Terran for one specific reason, and that's that it's really hard to get buildings out in front of your wall at the natural, so it makes it really good for lurker play, like a 3-hatch lurker bust. But outside of that, if you can kind of stabilize on 2 bases as Terran, get your tanks up, this is a very strong map for Terran.
Yeah, I started off this season really liking this map, but I think as kind of the weeks have gone on, the center of the map is very wide open, but everything else ends up becoming very compressed and cramped. Mm-hmm. And to your point, when we've got lurkers on the field, it makes it a little harder to maneuver. It'll be kind of interesting to see, do we get to that stage, and whether Pop can try to kind of force the Zerg into positions where we have that maneuverability.
The other thing about it, too, is once you get past the third, where you've got the low ground third that's kind of right next to your natural, it's really difficult to secure a 4th gas, and that's one of the big win conditions for Zerg in this matchup. But meanwhile, for Terran, because of some of that compact nature of the map, it's not exceedingly difficult to get a 3rd gas and really start putting the hooks on Zerg.
This is true. I actually think this is a good map if you're wanting to do mech.
Mm-hmm. All
right, this wall looks better.
Much. Now, it has one downside, and it's just kind of natural with the spawn, and that's the Marine's gonna pop out outside.
Yep.
But we've got a little bit of room out in front as well for a couple of bunkers. Can even get like a turret over here and like 2 bunkers out in front. So lurker play will be a little bit rougher. Usually it's a little bit easier on the spawn that Viadia has if Terran's there, because it's harder to get things out in front since bunkers are 3 wide. So if Viadia is planning to go for Muta here, then probably going to end up looking better, just because you don't have the weirdness of the spawns impacting the game. Viadia getting first scout with the Overlord, pulling it back. Are we going to be aggressive here again with the drone?
Yep.
We
Hot shot the SCV a little bit.
started
Oh.
started a supply depot in the back, and then decided to build it up here on the wall. It's another pretty standard wall up. Should be able to get a Marine up into the crevice here, blocking with the SCV.
Oh, yeah, we're bringing the SCVs. We
Yep.
must have saw a few lings.
6 lings overall. Setting up the block as well. This is really textbook here from Pop. Again, just super cool and composed, calm. Love the way I'm seeing this guy play.
Yep. Via's doing a good job just poking a little bit, see if there's any kind of obvious weakness, and then pulling back.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, too, one of the worst things that you can do as Zerg is keep trying to play into the wall and throwing your lings away.
Yes.
It's less of a problem when you're overpull, because you can definitely transition into having more drones, but if you're 9 pulling, you're at a very severe worker deficit. We're actually trying to go in on this Marine, getting 1 Marine, but starting to lose a little bit of, just 1 SCV. The bad thing here for Pop is he can't keep making Marines and getting them, like, safe. He's got to pull them into the little crack here that's hard for the Zerglings to kill, but still possible.
Yeah, it looks like we got another barracks going up.
Yeah.
Gas has gone up. And is that a supply depot, or is that an academy going up?
Academy.
Academy. Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna... wonder if we're gonna go for 2 racks here.
That's what it feels like. This feels really standard. And he's starting to pull the SCVs off a little bit here. Does he need to go for a bunker before he lets off the wall, just because he doesn't know how many lings and if they're going to have speed are there?
Yeah, you can do bunker, or you can just leave some SCVs there for a little bit until you get a little bit more, but we're up to 5. We've got probably 2 more on the way. I think once you get kind of the 8, you'll start your medics, you'll get your 2 fire bats. Should be pretty good at that point.
Oh, we're going to lose another one here, though. So that's 2 Marines that have died, and 4 Zerglings, I think? We're already starting the creep colonies here, so Viadia is really spooked.
It's just 1, it looks like, for now.
And we are 3 hatch. Now, is this going to
Pretty
be...
consistent.
We're going 3 hatch Hydra. This is Lurker.
Okay.
Alright, so the big thing here is Viadia is going to try and keep as many of these lings as we can and pick up speed, because you're going to be supporting the lurkers with the lings. At least you should be. Instead, we're throwing away an extra ling here. Pulling everybody back home, and... yeah, this is just a little bit preemptive here on all counts for Viadia. Also, the drone count at the natural is pretty light. And at the main, really.
I'm kind of surprised to see Pop still move out here. I mean, you kind of got what you wanted. You got him to throw down a couple of Sunkens. It looks like maybe we left a couple Marines out on an island. Yeah, these are free.
Picked it up, yeah.
So that hurts.
Oh no, does he have a bad rally?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh man, that's brutal.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
real quick, can
he
we
had a
see
bad
where
rally.
everybody's...
He's fixing that now.
Okay. Yeah, what are we going up to inside of the mains?
All right.
So we got eBay, more barracks.
Going for turrets, so he's
Turret.
calling out Muta. What do you see here? That's the wrong vision. Okay, we see the hatchery. There's no spire. Bunker time immediately. All right, so bunker on the back, turret up front, and bunker out front as well. Maybe. What are we doing? Okay.
SCV's doing its own thing.
Yeah. They got a mind of their own. Don't do what they. Oh man, yeah. This guy's totally bailing on the job.
Yeah, we need a factory up ASAP. I wonder if that's what we just started.
Right over here.
Yep. Okay. Good.
And Hydra's started up. Should be a little while before lurkers show.
What are we? Is that another bunker we're making? Oh no, it's a turret. Okay.
Bunker up here.
Oh, there's
turret
the
in the
other
back.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the bunker up front is nice, and if you really feel threatened by this, you can even make another bunker over here and still be happy. Bunker's not populated yet, though. Viadia sees this with the Lings.
Honestly, though, for Via, I would just hang out, wait till you get your lurkers up, and then let's put the pressure on.
Queen's Nest is up too, so Via's planning on switching into Hive Tech, and we're actually just gonna stack up the lurkers right here. Set up a contain instead of doing much else with it, not trying to break.
Yeah, this is going to be really strong. I mean, it looks like we're poised to maybe take bottom right for our third.
Yep, that's the way it's going. And like I said too, one of the big problems on this map is picking up like your fourth gas, but if you get a natural or a main early, then that gives Zerg a lot of options to play.
Absolutely, and Terran's going to have to take its time here. You can't just push out. You're going to lose everything to the lurkers, and so you're going to want to make sure you've got enough to come out, put your scan, and kind of break that contain, even if it is a light contain.
So we've got tanks coming up here. Siege mode is researching, I'm guessing, and we're immediately just speed running right through the tech tree to get to Science Vessel.
Yep.
Now, the stacked lurkers here, when we've got tanks with siege mode, the stack is actually a liability because the tanks will hit multiple ones. Not so if you're under Dark Swarm, but that's because Dark Swarm is really weird and Burrow's really weird.
Orange Cloud is good.
Yeah. Cheeto dust, man. A lot of lurkers just all over the map here for Viadia, playing in the base, playing outside the base. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Oh my god. Perfect stop. There. Position.
Disaster! No!
Oh my god.
So good. Oh my god, we had hold position lurkers, got such a huge strike.
The bane of Terran existence everywhere.
Oh. So yeah, Pop is never moving out until he gets the Science Vessel ever again.
I'm really surprised he didn't put a scan out just to kind of check.
This isn't even this game either, noob tier. Like, this is, I am never moving out again against Zerg unless I have a vessel. Okay, I'm kidding. He's not actually thinking that because this guy, like I said, cool and composed. He loses his tank, he loses a bunch of Marines, just back to my wall, baby. He's still looking nice on the supply.
Yeah, we still have a decent supply. The bigger issue is, again, it's just more time that the Zerg gets to kind of develop, not really be pressured. Ooh.
Okay, perfect position here. Tank's just fine. A little bit too far forward on the Marine medic over on this side, but we're... Okay, that's great.
Oh,
all
that's
the lurkers
painful.
on that side big.
Okay.
So we've got the Defiler Mound and 2 Evo Chambers here for Viadia. So I'm hoping that we've
Haven't
got
taken-
Consume. Oh, Nidus is up too. Yeah, this is...
Haven't taken our third gas yet.
Yeah. It's not even mining at the third, really. Just trying to protect it. It's really hard as Zerg to just, like, figure out when to, or not when to, but, like, being able to manage bases on 2 different sides of the map.
Yes.
It's
But
hard on
there is
any
going to be a
race, really.
window here for Pop still.
Oh, yeah. We don't... Okay, we do see defilers out here.
Okay.
It's kind of a deep spread,
we
though.
got
It's hard to
consumed.
get all of the lurkers here under Dark Swarm. What's our energy looking like? We have 1 Irradiate on hand. Alright, so tanks do nothing to lurkers under Dark Swarm, unless they're stacked. Ooh, that's a great Dark Swarm.
We gotta move.
Pick it up, go home, boy.
Oh,
Walk on home, boy. Alright, so Pop makes it out. Only loses 1 tank, a couple of Marines and medics. But dude, Viadia is just crawling forward and like, this is beyond textbook. This is brilliant.
yeah, but we got another defiler. So we're gonna keep working our way up here.
Another push, it's right on top of the tanks again. Now you're on a time limit here, but the time limit so far is working in Viadia's favor.
Yeah, I think that was the last tank, right? So we've lost the tanks. That window's closed. Don't know that we have discovered where the third is yet either.
No, Pop has no idea unless he scanned it. Alright, we finally get the Defiler with an Irradiate.
Yeah.
There's no Defilers back here.
Yeah, still need to get that third gas up.
Starting to just barely mine, but again, new Zerg player, not going to be able to effectively handle a base on the opposite side of the map when you're still microing everything else. Also, you can see just how much minerals both of these players are floating right now. I think I like Pop's position at the moment.
I do. We got a little bit of a backstab attempt coming, but I don't think that's going to get much unless we just empty the bunkers.
This is easy peasy.
That's pretty good.
Dark Swarm there.
Good. Yep, keep frustrating Terran.
Just force him to slow down first, force him to burn Irradiates constantly. Got another Defiler right here. You can see it through the Dark Swarm pretty well. But I don't think that Pop has any vision of it. Yeah, just barely, no vision.
Yeah, we really need to start getting vision on the map and figuring out what Zerg's got going on around the map.
Scouted bottom left. Another Dark Swarm push.
Might also be time to start mixing in some fire bats.
Alright, nice Irradiate on the Defiler. 1 more Dark Swarm just to refresh the duration, and that's it. Now, there's still plenty of Defilers where that came from, but the big thing here is you really do just want to force them to keep burning gas on making new ones.
Yep, which we do finally have the third gas up, it looks like.
Yep, but it's not mining yet. We're still very few drones at the third. Pop's taking the mineral only for his third, but it's not mining that yet either. Okay, a little run by here. It's going to run smack into the Sunkens. It's not reinforcing the tanks here, who are facing a little bit of trouble with the uphill and these lings on top of them. Viadia 1-1 to attack Marines.
Pop's still got a pretty good force here.
Yeah. Managed to finally push back those lurkers under Dark Swarm as well. And no
Are we out of
Defilers showing up.
defilers?
No Defilers at all on the map.
Yeah, we might be in trouble here.
Any at the third? No one at the third?
Yeah, we've pulled everything.
Yeah. I think Pop's finally found his window.
There it is.
So they need, Viadia needs to get the consume going right now. Get these guys underground. Oh my god, that is just in the nick of time.
Oh, don't waste the Scourge.
Now, this situation just feels so high pressure for everybody involved, really.
Yes.
You look away for just a moment, and suddenly you lose your key units, you lose your tanks, you lose your vessels, you lose your defilers. Have to be constantly keeping up with the macro, constantly wondering where your gas is at. But again, nice
Oh, good plague.
Pop, cool as a cucumber. I'm betting right now his heart rate isn't even elevated. He's just like, yeah, man, whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for the Dark Swarms, push in, do it all over again.
Oh. Got a vessel snipe. I have a cheeky idea with the 3 mutas.
There's gonna be so many Marines. Honestly, Pop has so much money. The hardest thing right now is just producing out of the barracks because he can have infinite Marines.
Yeah, honestly, could add a lot of barracks at this point. It does look like he's taking bottom left, though, so we're getting expansions up.
Getting
That's
access to
good.
more gas. Because he's playing so heavily for tanks and science vessels right now that just having access to more gas is going to let him actually get the units that he wants.
Got a couple good vessel snipes there. That's good.
Still not really mining, but we are getting the gas out of the third base now. That's really important for Viadia. Because, I mean, Viadia has a million minerals, just no gas.
Yeah, we added a lot of hatches, too.
Yeah. A lot of drones for that base. Going to be getting even more minerals soon.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay, more defilers.
Gotta get the energy for it, though. Nice Dark Swarm just in time. Every
Just
single
there.
time. We think Pop's gonna break through, and you can take out the Sunkens. They're not affected by Dark Swarm. But...
Yes.
Oh, wait, why weren't the Marines attacking?
So they're probably hold position. I don't know what the mechanism is, but this will happen to me, where they will just sit there. I don't know why.
Marines
Lesson
are
learned.
great.
Marines can also be wage thieves.
We're a little bit short on Marines overall, though. We have another wave coming forward, but I feel like
Yeah.
Pop still has
What's
so
the-
much room for that.
What is the barracks count? Yeah, still on 5. I mean, we could easily add 3 or 4.
Almost feel like this is like Protoss, where you just want to go ahead and use the real estate at the corner base and just make a bunch of barracks. It's kind of what Viadia has done, actually, with the hatcheries in the bottom right, where it's just like what Protoss likes to do.
Yeah, this might be it here.
Yeah, Marines on top of the drones.
Looks like we're going to come for a backstab with Lings, but it looks like that's going to get cleaned up.
Yeah. We've got a lot of hatcheries here, though, and honestly, the natural, aside from the terrain, is only important for the gas. So if we lose this hatchery, it's already mostly mined out. There's no Nidus that's coming out of the natural. This isn't the worst thing in the world. It's just, you're never going to get out of your main.
Well, and the other problem is we haven't taken any more expos out of
Right.
this, right? Like, we haven't taken the natural for the bottom right.
Big Ling rally from the bottom, but it's probably all gonna die. Okay, there's not actually Marines here.
Still gonna mostly
Yeah, I
die.
would've-
Hard to move everything at once. Yeah, we're just trying to spend out minerals at this point. I think Viadia's on their last legs, honestly.
Can we get an upgrade check?
Viadia's at 2-2. We have 2 attack and 1 weapons on the vehicles for Pop. And I haven't seen any lurkers in a while to see if we have ranged weapons at all.
We've held on for quite a while, but it looks like we're fixing to get bottom right pushed.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be it.
So now Viadia can't leave their main. We've got the Nidus to go out to the, now it's the second base. And a million hatcheries to produce from, but... the army here isn't so big yet, but it's... Oh, we've got a lot where that came from.
Yeah, barring
The
some
2-2
kind of-
cracklings actually do pretty well against the 2-0 Marines. Like, the armor upgrade is important.
Extremely. The big problem
Yeah, if
is
we
it's
didn't
just
have
so hard to move them all at the same time. If this were StarCraft 2 and you could just F2 these Zerglings, it would look so much different. Although not in this territory, because this choke is impossible to get the little flings through to do any damage. This is GG right here.
Yeah, tank splash damage, too good.
Yeah.
GG.
Well played from Pop. Nice defense overall. Really close
Yeah,
match.
good games, good series.
I'm guessing this is BO3?
That's a good question.
I'm guessing it's BO3.
I don't think anybody's going to complain if they want to go more.
Yeah, yeah.
It's best out of 3, unless they want more.
Just checking in on work, making sure there's nothing too crazy. And yeah, I think Viadia is done.
All right. Fun games. Good little appetizer for, I believe, the event tonight, right? We've got
yeah.
round of 16, Group B.
Got ourselves a prime rib coming up. The players that didn't quite make it into USL, whether it was because they showed up late and hadn't been back, or Pop just barely not making it through the qualifiers. They're serving as the appetizers now for the main course that's up later tonight. But that's all we got, so until next time, I guess.